fucking a pig feels the same as fucking a human. Ouch!
But Jesus spied all the love there inside, and he helped me to open the door. Oh, Jesus, he's the right one. He's the bright one, outshines the sun. And he do with all things well. Yes, he do with all things well. Keeping to myself was a bad habit of mine. I was wrong, should have known all along. Couldn't live till the old ways died. Sweet words work a wonder, bring health to my soul. Making glad, chase away all the sad. Bringing light, making darkness go. Oh, Jesus, he's the right one. He's the bright one, outshines the sun. And he do with all things well. Yes, he do with all things well. Oh, Jesus, he's the right one. He's the bright one, outshines the sun. And he do with all things well. Yes, he do with all things well. Oh, Jesus, he's the right one. He's the bright one, outshines the sun. And he do with all things well. Yes, he do with all things well. Oh, Jesus, he's the right one. He's the bright one, outshines the sun. And he do with all things well. Yes, he do with all things well.
I would like to ask all my dweemus in chat, all my dweemus watching at the moment, please, just a moment, just a little bit of silence up at the top. Just a couple of moments of silence as we say hello to Schmim today.
Right now, I'm thinking about anal.
Now that's not. Come on now. Don't be playing that. Don't be playing the anal. You gotta be kind. And this is a song addressed to all my Schmim faithful out there, my Schmim true, and all my
Oink,
dreamers.
oink.
Okay, come on. We're getting started. And this is the thing, before you have fun, you got to give a little love. Come on.
You nasty for that one, cuh.
Now, that one's actually true. That one's actually true based on what we've been behaving like so far. I appreciate y'all.
My pig ass is getting fucked.
Okay, now come on now. Okay. Come on now. Don't do that. Come on.
Welcome to the stream. You like
Harry.
that, don't you, pig?
All right. All right. No, hold on now. Hold on. Okay? You don't want to listen. Listen, hold on.
Fucking a pig feels the
Hold
same as fucking a human.
Hold on now. If you're not going to sit down and be quiet while we start the service,
Does
then
anyone know where I can get some blow?
and that's not appropriate either. That's for after service. You got to be quiet now. Come on now.
I need to use the turlet.
And that is immaterial. That is completely immaterial. Come on, can't you just be quiet? Just for give me 5 minutes. Give me
My
5 minutes.
pig ass is getting fucked.
And I don't even know who that is talking. I don't even know who
La,
that is
la,
talking
la.
right. I don't even know who that is talking right now. We need to do the song. The song that
You can buy new wallet
service.
at stores.
You can buy a new wallet at store. I don't even understand what that means in reference to Schmim. I don't understand. We're talking about faith. We're talking about meaningful things. We're talking about the nature of our spirit, of our existence, which can only be revealed. And I do want to warn y'all that the road to Schmim is a long road. Can we get a little bit more you in the mix? Am I coming in a little quiet? I apologize. I'm just not talking directly in it. Okay, sorry. I got bad mic discipline. There's a long road. The road to Schmim is
Rock
long.
and roll.
And there's a lot of secrets
I
that
learned
will
this
only...
trick from a Mormon chef.
What?
Fucking a pig feels the same as fucking a human.
All right now. Okay. The secrets of Schmim will not be revealed until you reach the level of prime dweemus. I'm warning all of y'all because I see some new faces out there now. And some of you I know I'm not going to be seeing next week. Some of you I know this is the first and last time I'm going to see you. And bala to thee, bala. But I pray that you will stay. I pray you will be here week on week. And you will reach prime dweemus. And I will be able to reveal to you the true secrets and the nature of the universe. Now, can we get started with the song? Let's get started with the song. Thank you so much for being quiet. All right. Thank you so much. All right. And this is to all of you out there, my dweemus. Welcome to service. All right. To you, hairy man, we sing Valhalla to thee.
You nasty for that
The
one, cuh.
day of the Schmunt is at hand. And one day thou shalt choose a prime dweem to be red man. Bala Schmim, Bala Schmim, hail to thee. No, there's no accent when I'm singing. I don't know how to do that. There's no fucking, okay. You save all, wait, hold on. That's not, I'm doing it wrong. Hail Schmim true, okay. Bala Schmim, Bala Schmim, hail to thee. Come on. You save all your dweem, be they hog or dweemus pure. You killed my ex-wife with a plane. She was going to take my dog, but now the bitch is dead. Bala Schmim, just made eye contact with my neighbor. Hail to thee.
My pig ass is getting fucked.
Bala Schmim. Hail Schmim true. Yeah, come on. Bala Schmim, Bala Schmim, hail to thee.
Does anyone know where I can get some blow?
Not now, not now. Only one can be red man, but the red man cometh soon. Hairy man shall appear to our eyes. Don't say Miss Piggy now, come on. The human pigs will die, and the dweemus pure remain.
Okay, now things are getting epic.
Bala Schmim, hail to thee. One more now. Bala Schmim, hail Schmim true. Don't say I'm Miss Piggy. Bala Schmim, Bala Schmim, hail to thee. One more. Can we get one more? Bala Schmim. Wait, no, that's no. I don't have another verse. That's it. That's all I had. I'll just do the first one again. Is this a continuation of a bit from yesterday, or is this new? It's kind of unclear. Feels like there should have been more. One day thou shalt choose a prime dweem to be red man. Bala Schmim, Bala Schmim, hail to thee. Bala Schmim,
Rock and roll.
hail Schmim true. Bala Schmim, Bala Schmim, hail to thee. Wow. Oh, I love
That's
singing.
really interesting.
I love singing praise. I love to praise. I love singing praise. Because praise is what keeps us together. Praise is what keeps us together. Bala Schmim, we are still pretty low in the mix. Just shut up. Just shut up. I just don't need to hear that right now. That's just not something I need to hear. And I understand where you're coming. I understand you're coming from somewhere. You're coming from a place you're looking out for me. But I'm looking out for you and you look ugly.
Right now, I'm thinking about anal.
Stop playing the fucking anal. I'm not thinking about that. I've never thought about that. I can't even picture it. I can't even picture it in my mind. I'm trying to picture it right now. I can't picture it. Oh, my mind is...
You nasty for that one,
My
cuz.
eyes are swimming trying to imagine what anal looks like. I don't know what anal looks like. I should close this window.
That's really interesting. My
should really-
pig ass is getting fucked.
It's 90 degrees. I can't close the window, okay? I can't. Your eyes are swimming? My eyes are swimming. My eyes are swimming. Don't make fun of me. I was in an accident. All right? I was in an accident. And this is my story, and I guess I can get into my story.
Oink, oink.
No, it's not. It doesn't involve a pig. There's no pigs
Right
in my
now,
story.
I'm thinking about anal.
I'm not thinking about anal. I'm not thinking about it. It's not. Okay. All right. And let me just thank some people who, and I'll be talking to them soon. But we will be discussing today. We're going to be discussing testimonials of people who have come into Schmim from outside. People whose lives have been altered irrevocably by Schmim. And we're going to be taking advice. We're going to be taking advice questions about what a Schmim can do for me.
Right now, I'm thinking about anal.
I'm not thinking about anal. Even though it keeps getting mentioned, I can't even think about it. I'm even wondering what that is. I'm wondering what that is. What is anal? What is anal?
I need to use the turlet.
I go on a porn site, which porn is okay. I go on a porn site, I type in, let me see something crazy. Anal comes up. I'm like, what are they even doing in there? I don't even, and I'm not even clicking on it. I'm not even clicking on it. I see it and I'm just like, no, thank
Okay,
you.
now things are getting epic.
I go on a porn site, I type in anal. And I have the power through Schmim, through my belief in the hairy man. I see a
You nasty for that one, cuh.
No, I'm not. Because I see the thumbnail. I see the thumbnail, and the woman's ass is completely covered in cake frosting. Smeared in cake frosting. And it looks like maybe some of the cake frosting is even getting inside. It's even maybe getting inside. But I don't need to click it. I don't need to click it. Through Schmimis, which give me strength. Through Schmimis, which give me power. Now, I'm already seeing some people subscribing. I appreciate that. Our true Schmim faithful, of course, are our Tier 2 and Tier 3 subscribers. Let me explain to you how this works, okay? I'm just going to explain for all of our new people, and obviously, if you've been here before, then you know how this all works. Let me explain to you the hierarchy of how people in Schmim sort of operate. Let me show you. Okay. So, this would be, I guess you could call this level 1. Call this level 1, right? Level 1. That's a line. Now, that's what y'all think. That's what y'all think. Not a line. This represents the lowest form of human life. And most people in the world are at this level. Most people are at that. It's a line. No, this is, let me explain something to you. This represents the human pig. Now, a lot of people are human pigs. I love a lot of human pigs. In fact, I have a lot of human pigs in my congregation. They're nice people. A lot of human pigs are nice people. But some people can never grow past it. Some people don't have the ability.
Oink, oink.
See, right there. They don't have the ability to grow and understand. They can't climb up the Schmim ranks. They can't achieve something greater than they are. So a lot of people live and die human pigs. But human pigs, and you out there, if you're following right now, you can be helpful to all those dweem around you. Dweem, of course, people with souls. But even if you
Fucking
don't
a pig feels the same
this in
as fucking
Vizio?
a human.
Can you share
My
on
pig
Teams?
ass is getting fucked.
Okay. That's enough of that. And fucking a pig does feel the same as fucking a human. It's fine. If you want to marry a pig, that's totally okay. There's nothing ethical about that. It's not even like, let me explain. Okay, when you're marrying a pig, it's not an ethical decision. It's not even an ethical decision. I'm not even saying it's good to do, because it's not good nor bad. It's not good or bad. Nothing ethical about it. Just is, or, it's just something you do. So it lacks ethics. That almost puts it in too dark a light. It's fine to marry a pig, because marrying a pig is the same as marrying someone without a soul. You understand? What about consummating the marriage? Fucking a pig feels the same as fucking a human. So there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, it's not good to do. I'm not standing here in front of my people, in front of my wonderful congregation. I'm not standing here saying that's good to do. That's wonderful to do. You should keep doing it. I'm saying it doesn't matter if you do it or don't. I see a man who, when I look out there at my people, at all y'all people out there, I see people who aren't fucking pigs. I see, obviously, some of y'all fucking pigs. And it's the same. To me, it's exactly the same. I can't even tell the difference. I can't tell the difference in the ass, yeah. Where else you gonna fuck them? Where else you gonna fuck them? So obviously, this lowest level of life is called Hogus. So the Hogus that's basically everybody. Almost everyone you meet is gonna be Hogus. You got to be careful, because while you can have a nice time with Hogus, you can trust them with menial tasks. You cannot trust them with your spiritual future, which means you just got to be careful. And sometimes you'll be married to someone. I mean, this is a word. This is a. I guess I'll admit to it now. I'll tell you about it. I was married to a woman. 15 beautiful years. I find out after 15 years, be a Hogus. She was a Hogus the whole time. She was a Hogus all 15 years. She should have been older than that. I don't know. No, she wasn't 15. Why would you? I married her when she was 0? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand. What's the implication? Why would she be 15? 15 in pig years? Now you're getting crazy. I don't even understand what you're saying. You're born 1. I dropped the accent there because it was such a crazy fucking message. Totally reset my brain just for a second. Kind of just reset my whole fucking shit for a second, because I couldn't understand what the hell was happening. Life begins 3 months before conception. I don't even understand. Anyway, okay. Hogus. Now, this is almost everyone you meet is a Hogus. My wife was a Hogus for 15 years. I didn't understand. Because I didn't have the insight. I didn't have the insight to figure out she was a Hogus, because I wasn't prime dweem at the time. Now that I'm prime dweem, it's like I can see auras around people. I can understand them before they understand themselves. It's crazy. It's nuts, but it's the truth. It is the truth. So, where do you go from Hogus? Well, everybody watching right now, if you allow these teachings that you will receive over the next period of time, if you allow these into your heart, then you have already moved on to the next level of Schmim. If you're already understanding what's happening,
Fucking a pig feels the same as fucking a human.
if you already understand what's happening, guess what? You're already level 2. Now, what are you at level 2? Let's find out. Okay. You all might know what this is. Y'all might know what this is. You might recognize yourself in it, because this is you. You're Mr. Triangle. This is where we all start. We all start being Mr. Triangle. Pyramid? No, this is Mr. Triangle. And that's all y'all. All y'all is Mr. Triangle. Even the women are Mr. Triangle? Yeah. Now that's a little bit careful, because I got to be a little bit careful. You know, I'm going to get myself in trouble. There, and this is a little teaser. If you reach the level of prime dweem, the highest level in the church, then you will receive a lot of insight. And thank you for the raid, AC Justin. Welcome in. Blessings to y'all. Bala Schmim true. Schmim tu Baha Baha. Bala ha. Bala Schmim true. Welcome in. Raiders, good luck. Yep. Bala, bala, bala. Good luck. Good luck. None of that makes any fucking sense. I don't understand what the fuck is happening. Bala. Why does he look
Fucking
like
a pig feels the same as fucking a human.
Okay. So basically, we're laying out the different levels of the Schmim church right now. Lowest level, Hogus. Now, that's most people in the world is a
Right
human
now,
pig.
I'm thinking about anal.
I'm not. That's a different guy on the recording. That's not me. I don't even understand. I don't really understand. And then you can achieve Mr. Triangle. Mr. Triangle, you understand there might be something greater, but you haven't learned enough. And you haven't completed any Schmim courses, which, by the way, you can sign up for right now. You can just send me some money. Personal check. I take only personal checks. Please. Jesse's really into bestiality now or something? Okay, let me explain something. This came up organically, whether or not you can have sex with a pig under Schmim. This came up totally organically, and I just mentioned because somebody was asking. So I was mentioning you can have sex with a pig, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you do it at all. It doesn't matter. Hogus people don't have soul. Mr. Triangle,
That's really interesting.
Yes, it is. So where do you go from there? Well, once you've completed your first Schmim course, who do you think you are?
Fucking a pig feels the same as fucking a human.
And it's pretty intuitive. It's pretty intuitive. So you go Hogus, then you go to Mr. Triangle. Now, what do you think is up next? What do you think is up next? Dubus or some shit? Don't be making fun. Don't make fun of this shit. Not funny. It's not funny. Hogus again? No, it's not Hogus. Why have three people said it's Hogus again? No, it's not. You don't go back down. Dr. Square. Dr. Square. Come, Dr. Square. You don't go back. No, you're not ever Hogus again. You're never Hogus again. It's still two-dimensional. Okay. All right. This is a Photoshop window? No, it's Photopea. Photopia? Photopea. That's what we use. We don't need to pay. We don't believe in subscriptions. Subscriptions are they're the devil. Bala. Okay, so what comes after Dr. Square? Can anybody guess? Can anybody guess what comes after Dr. Square? I wonder if you can. Oh, some people already got it. Yep. 4-man. So once you're a 4-man, this is as high as most people go. Even when they submit themselves fully to Schmim, this is as high as most people are capable of achieving. Is they become 4-man. Are you a 4-man? I'm Prime Dweemers. That's funny. That's real funny, but let's be careful now. I achieved Prime Dweemers a couple years ago. Changed my name to Jesse Dweem, as we do once we become Prime Dweemers. And everything's different for me now. My ex-wife is dead. She's dead as a doornail. I got the dog. Fortunately, that dog died from dietary reasons. I was trying to keep the dog on the Schmim diet. And was that natural causes? Naturally, yes.
Does anyone know where I can get some blow?
Based on what was happening, based on what she was eating, naturally she'd be dead. Dogs naturally cannot survive on that diet. And I didn't know that at the time, but dogs don't have souls. So that's probably why it was. The song said a plane did it. The plane killed my wife. And this is another wonderful thing. Once you reach 4-man level, the powers of Schmim will start killing your enemies in real life. All your enemies are going to be dropping dead all around you. People you don't like, woman at the post office rude to you. You got to pay for your P.O. box again. All right, you're dead. And it's not me doing it, so it's not a threat because I'm not doing it.
My pig ass is getting fucked.
It's not post office box. It's not me doing it. That seems inconvenient. It's not. It's easy. Please let me reach the rank of prime dweemus. You can't get there. You can't get there by asking. You can't get there by asking. You gotta get there by the work of God. You've only mentioned women that you've killed. Now, I didn't kill my wife. I want to make that clear as day. My wife got killed by a plane that I was not piloting. Certainly not at the time. I was nowhere near the plane. The plane was miles away from me. And that's what I'm so thankful. Thank you for the gifted sub to Air Crash Investigation. And that investigation's still ongoing. That one's still ongoing. But we don't actually know what's going to happen with that one. But thankfully, thankfully, through the powers of Schmim, I believe that many members of the prosecution will be dropping dead soon as well. There's a lot of plane accidents. A lot of plane crap happening. You tampered with the plane beforehand. Whether or not I interacted with the plane, I didn't kill her. I didn't kill that woman. Schmim killed a woman. Voila. Praise hairy man who controls everything. If the hairy man wills. Now, let me explain. Okay, I got to explain something else. A hairy man, when I say, okay, so I'm talking about the hairy man, where we do all up to the hairy man. This fucking song's starting to go. I don't want to sing the fucking song. Okay. We talk about a hairy man. Now, the hairy man isn't God. Just to be clear. The hairy man is not God. He's a hairy man. The hairy man. He's the hairy man. And he's not God. He's not omnipotent. He can't do any of that. The hairy man, one day, is going to choose. What's that? Let's see it. Let's see it. Let me see one of you tell. Who's he going to choose? On the day of the Schmunt. Not you. No. Stop saying me. No. He'll choose Red Man. That's right. I can't. One fucking person said it. Exactly one person said it. He's going to choose a Red Man. He's choosing a Red Man. Red Man is Louis C.K. Now, unfortunately, once you become Prime Dweemus, you're Prime Dweemus forever. So, and Louis C.K. became Prime Dweemus in 2006. So, he probably wouldn't have gotten, I would say, with the powers of hindsight, obviously. But, he is Prime Dweemus. Still, it's just, anyway, the hairy man chooses, he's going to come back, and he's going to choose who the Red Man is. He's going to choose who the Red Man is. Can we fix how shiny the nose is? No, we can't. No. Is this like the Jellicle Ball? Now, this is going to make the whole thing sound stupid. It's exactly like the Jellicle Ball. And I need you to not feel like that makes it dumb. It's almost exactly like the Jellicle Ball. And that's going, and I can see already one or two people said, now that makes it sound stupid. Voila. But that's, Gala, thank you for the 10 gifted subscription. I'm going to thank some people who donated later. There's so much fucking stupid business to get through. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. And also, Tao gave 10 gifted subs earlier. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you. If y'all want to, because you gave so much, if you want to submit a request for something, either a testimonial explaining your experience in Schmim, or a question about Schmim, asking me for life advice, or possibly asking for a healing prayer, you can put that in the Discord channel that's entitled Schmim. The Schmim Discord channel. Are all those rings nickel free? Well, thankfully, Prime Dweemus status has rendered me immune from nickel allergies. If y'all remember, I had a horrible nickel reaction to to nickel allergy back in February during the Gamble-thon, where my right arm was in crazy peeling hives for, I want to say 6 days. I want to say 6 days because I interacted with a nickel prop because I had handcuffs on. I had nickel handcuffs on for like 6 hours.
Okay, now things are getting epic.
Your fingers are going to look like Prince Charles' fingers by then. Okay. Consider maybe taking the rings off. They look good, huh? They look kind of fucking good, huh? You know what I'm saying. But we say we cannot be afraid. I'm giving strength against all of my weird belt allergies. I used to be strange. I used to have odd, bad interactions with cashiers, especially female cashiers. Used to not understand exactly what I was saying. Every time I would get a bid off, they would be like, huh, what do you mean? What does that mean? I would put down a Mounds bar. I'd be like, huh, kind of funny. They call it Mounds when it's such a small thing. A woman would go, huh? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? I say, it's kind of funny. It's called a Mounds bar. It's a small bar. It's not even a mound of it. You'd need probably 10 of them. You'd need probably 10 of them to be a mound. This is the first stream I decided to show my wife. All right. All right. But you too can be protected from all of your maladies. Everything that used to come after you. You can be protected with the readings in the book of Schmim. All right. Looks like this fucking keyed out. Maybe should have checked the fucking prop one fucking time before I did. This is the main prop of the fucking week. The main prop of the whole fucking week. And it's fucking keyed out. What am I fucking stupid? Of course it's fucking keyed out. It's green. It's a green book. What am I fucking stupid? The main fucking prop of the whole fucking week. That's awesome. That's so fucking cool. I'm so fucking stupid. Ooh, a magical book. Just shut the fuck up. I don't need that kind of attitude. Just get with a program. Ooh, ghost book. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Isn't that now? Who's that? Dane Cook. This is the sign of benediction. The sign of benediction within Schmim. This is how we know each other in the living world. Yeah. Super finger. That's right. This is how we give. That's how we let each other know. I know you. And you know me. That's so fucking hard to do. It's one of the abilities you will learn through Schmim. One of the abilities you will learn through Schmim. How nice is that? I don't know who Dane Cook is. I don't know who Dane Cook is. Stop saying you're going to finger someone. Don't finger anyone. Don't finger anyone. What's after 4 man? After 4 man, the wall of fire. And I gotta let you know, only 10% of the people who are exposed to the truth of Schmim, the entirety of that which lies beyond the wall of fire, only 10% retain their sanity. I'm letting you know, a lot of people reach that point and they have to move on. They have to move on. And you know where they move on to? An insane asylum. They got to live there the rest of their life. They've been driven mad. And this could happen to you. A lot of people become forsaken ones. And they never come back. Never come back. Do we get powers if we level up? You can cut someone in half with your mind, yeah. If you become prime dweeb, you got to actually be careful. You got to be careful, because if you get all the prime dweemus powers, you can sneeze and people start falling apart pieces. I was not being careful. I was at Islands enjoying a wonderful cocktail at the restaurant Islands. And I sneezed. I sneezed at the waitress. All her arms and legs fell off. You gotta be careful. You gotta be totally careful when you become prime dweemus. The powers of prime dweemus, you can think hard enough to make some of his eyes disappear. It's just skin. If you're not careful, if you focus on someone too much, their face just becomes skin like the Matrix. They can't even breathe. It's all skin now. Was she a human pig? She seemed like a human pig. Okay, okay. I was going to get to this later. Okay, but this is an important thing. Okay? Our research has shown, and this is not me just saying this is based on Schmim research that we've done at the Institute that we found out. All women below double D they don't have souls. That's just what we found out. Now that's, again, people without souls, perfectly nice people, perfectly fine people, and there's nothing wrong with them at all. But they can't ever, they're going to die one day. So, and then they're gone. That's human pigs. So those are hogus. So if you have friends, or maybe you have B or even C, then, I apologize. You're hoggish. Complete hoggish. I have F cups. You got a chance. I'm trans, so my situation is kind of ongoing. Do I still have a chance? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would actually recommend a lot of people maybe get something going down there. Because a lot of people, they start climbing up the ranks. Start climbing up the ranks.
Fucking a pig feels the same as fucking a human.
Yeah, so it's fine. Now, so a lot of people climb up the ranks. Oh, I'm stuck at Dr. Square. I can't get past it. How do I get past Dr. Square? How do I become more Schmimus? Well, you can get big old, cannons and do implants count? Yeah, big round plastic ones from the 80s. Gotta get big round, like crazy looking ones. And that's good. Bolt-ons, yeah. You get those, and then you start climbing up. Maybe a 4-man now. Like Obama had in middle school. Let me be clear. Obama had long, saggy titties. He didn't have big. They weren't wide. They were long. Imagine almost the dimensions of a fruit by the foot. And so when he started spinning around, those things, they were smacking all sorts of lockers. And this happened to a lot of people. Long, thin tip.
Okay, now things are getting epic.
What does this have to do with the TV thing yesterday? Let me show you what you can become. If you go all the way, then everything can be revealed to you. At Prime Dweemus. When you become Prime Dweem, everything changes. When you become Prime Dweem, you see everything. Half of everybody in the world will instantly look like a skeleton to you because you can see inside their bodies. You will be able to detect cancer inside of strangers you're passing on the street. I mean, just today, I was going on a walk. I was going on a walk down my neighborhood. I walked by 3 people that had cancer. I lean in. I say, you know, you got cancer. You don't know it. You got cancer. They didn't believe me. They just kept on walking. But that's a hoggish for you. As a human pig, what are you going to do? You do what you can, but you can only do what you can do. It's a shame. It's a real shame. And this is why I'm moving on to a boat. This is another thing that is important.
Rock and roll.
That can help you on your Schmim path is you should be living on a boat. You should be living on a big boat in the dirty water. That's going to bring you closer. That's going to help clarify things for you. All right. Now, you might think nobody's ever achieved this. Nobody on earth has ever achieved prime dweem. Is that true? Is that true now? Huh. Is it true? Oh, well, what if I said I had testimonials from people for whom Schmim has changed their life, and for just $10 tithing, and this is every day you got to give me $10. For just that much, it can change your life as well. Let's see how it changed theirs. Let me see. Just the first testimonial. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how they feel. Let me see.
Bala. Before Schmim, I was so fucked up. I felt like crap. I crapped like shit. Everybody hated me and wanted me to fall down a big flight of stairs and take a long time because the stairs are huge and I was falling really slowly. Now, I fall fast. I shit fast. People love me and want me to climb up the big flight of stairs. All the way to prime dweem, baby. Woo! Schmim saved my stupid fucking life. Voila!
Holy, hold up. You're telling me that once he became prime dweem, everything changed? All the pain of the world just disappeared. No more Crohn's disease. Oh my, no more Crohn's disease. Is that true? It can't be. That can't be true. No more Crohn's disease? Oh my God. But it is true. That's so amazing. That's incredible. Hold up. But and I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, I know it worked for one person, but there's no way that it could work for 2 white men with beards. Well, listen, it actually did. It actually worked with 2 white men with beards. Yeah. Yep. Let's hear from another prime dweem. One of my close friends, Hal Doughty. Let's hear him.
Hi, I'm Big Hal Doughty. You know, people ask me, Big Hal, we've of course seen all the countless ways Schmim has had an impact on every soul it has touched. But what about you, Big Hal? How specifically has Schmim changed your life? And Bala, I honestly can't think of a way it hasn't changed my life. For instance, in my old wayward ways, I used to live only to fuck. Fucking was all I cared about. It was all that got me through my dark days and my endless nights. I lived to fuck. But now, as I walk the path of Schmim, I fuck to live. Now I know that each fuck is merely a toll I must pay on the road to prime dweem. There's a higher purpose to all this fucking that I'm doing, and my dick is working great. And when my dick isn't working great, I know that fuck wasn't part of Schmim's plan.
Fucking
Bala,
a pig
y'all,
feels the
and
same
Schmim with
as
you.
fucking a human.
Wow. That's it. That's unbelievable. It's truly something unbelievable. Hold on now. Let me check, because we have had some donations from people who want their testimonials read, everything else. Let me see. Looks like we have one from Declared Yuppie, who asks, is spaying and neutering your pets Schmim Lyle or Schmim Ram? Okay. Now that's gibberish. I don't know what the fuck that means. Schmim, hold on. Schmim Lyle or Schmim Ram? What? What? Halal or haram? I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that is. And again, a lot of people are the same as pigs. So you basically don't want to cut off any, because I'm going to explain something to you. Once you reach prime dweem, you won't even be able to tell the difference between animals and people unless they're dweemers. You're not going to be able to tell the difference. You're going to walk on the farm, and you're going to walk in the farmhouse, you're going to say, the pigs are in the kitchen. Pigs are in the damn kitchen. They're eating up all the fucking, they're eating all the frosting out of, and I'm thinking about frosting again. Can't stop thinking about the frosting on that woman's ass. Because it was clearly, if you were looking, I didn't watch the whole thing, but on the thumbnail, and it does autoplay. If you pause for a second, it starts autoplaying. And it was clearly like some of the frosting on that woman's ass was like getting into her ass when she was having sex. So it was like, so can we eat human pigs if we reach prime dweem? So you basically just got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. You got to be careful because, like, you don't want to cut off a dog's dick or bite it. I don't know how they do it. They don't bite it off. Maybe they do. I don't know. But you don't want to do that because when you're prime dweem, you're going to look down and be like, oh my God, it's my teacher. You thought it was a dog? This is my teacher from 11th grade. I just bit off my teacher's dick. I was trying to make it so that my dog didn't, keep humping me. And now my teacher can't hump why are you biting your teacher's dick off? It's like you're not fucking listening at all. You gotta keep on the fucking ball here. What are you talking about? Oh my fucking God. Okay. Somebody asked, do you spay or neuter your pets? No, you don't. You can't do that. You can't do that because when you're prime dweem, when you have these powers, you don't know the difference between human pigs and regular pigs. Do people look like pigs or like skeletons, or are they pig skeletons? Okay, let me explain it one more fucking time, all right? You reach prime dweem, you unlock the powers of Schmim, all right? The ultimate powers of Schmim, all right? You look around, suddenly, everybody on Earth looks like a pig skeleton walking around with a big lump of cancer in their nuts. All right? And you go up to them, and you say, you got cancer in your nuts, hog. And they go, and you can't even understand them because they're pigs. And then you get to have sex with them. And it feels the same as having sex with a human. So I don't understand.
Hype train.
Worst pig noise ever. The back of my throat is so dried out from the position that my mouth has to be in. Anyway, okay, doesn't fucking matter. So don't spay or neuter your animal. That's because you're gonna do it by a human being. Also, could you please lay a blessing on this one? Let me see now. All right. And this is, I'll tell you what. Because you paid, because you tithed, I will lay a blessing on this dog. Or maybe this is your wife. Actually, hold on. It's probably your wife. Okay. Dear hairy man, look down on us and please give this person the strength through Schmim to, when he goes to bed in the evening, he rolls over, he sees his wife, and to him, because he's so above it, he looks over at his wife. Well, looks like a cute little dog. Because probably his wife has maybe B's or C's. But Give him the strength to be with her. And keep loving her the way that she wants to be loved. And he can have sex with her even though she looks like a dog. Okay, God bless. Hey, not God. There's no God. Okay, it's actually another thing. Actually, it's another thing. Because of the idea. Because of the idea of the whole story. Is Bala from the end of the movie Babe? What? What? From the end of the movie Babe? Okay, here's another one.
I need to use the turlet.
Question for Father Dweem in the Discord, please. From Torpedo Pickle. Hey, okay, and this reads, Hey, Father Dweem, I recently got a job working at fast food. I often hear one of my bosses tell one of my coworkers, how long have you worked here? I'm going to kill you. Sometimes several times per day. Is this okay? I figure it's in jest, but what if my boss is actually going to deep fry me like a big fry if I displease her? That's interesting. That's interesting. Well, one thing that I would say is that if you were a prime dweem, this wouldn't be a problem. If you were tithing more and taking the courses, then it wouldn't be an issue at all. Because prime dweem has the power of manifestation. You could easily turn her into a fry before she lays hands on you. Easily. Just look at her. Now she's a big bucket of fries. Now she's Burger King mozzarella fries, fiery mozzarella fries from How to Train Your Dragon. You get to dip her in that marinara sauce. It's actually good. Go in there, you think the mozzarella fries not going to be that good. They're actually fucking good. They're actually good. So, you got to appreciate it. They are really good if you try it. They're just long mozzarella sticks. They're good. They're nice. That would be my advice to you: is become prime dweem and put all your eggs in that basket. I'm sorry, but aren't mozzarella fries just mozzarella sticks? I'm gonna slaughter you like a pig, because that's what you are. The way you talk to me. The way you fucking talk to me. You don't say that shit. This fucking song's starting again. Can't stop fading it. Insane Hoggish energy. Insane Hoggish energy. Unbelievable Hoggish energy. Anyway, Torpedo Pickle, I do hope you achieve something greater than you are. And also another thing. Another thing. You might want to consider. Well, are you happy at Burger King? Is that where Schmim wants you? Would the hairy man be happy to see you? Would the hairy man be happy to see you if he walked into Burger King? And thank you for the raid. Welcome in. If he walked in and you were working at Burger King, would he say, "Oh, you've achieved your tuba talent. You've achieved ultimate tuba talent, and I respect you. I'm going to choose you for Red Man because you've achieved tuba talent." By Allah. He's not going to say that. He's not going to say that. Hi, Raiders, it's been insane rambling for an hour. No. Welcome in, Raider. Welcome to Schmim. So, we're learning about the book of Schmim and the Schmim teachings. Let's get, actually, this is a good time for something. All right? Oh, dear. Let's hear another testimonial. A testimonial from somebody who has achieved Prime Dweem, the highest level in our church. Let's see here. Who are we going to get this time? Actually, I think we want to take a look with my Prime Dweem friend, Stefan. Prime Dweem friend, Stefan. All right.
Fucking a pig feels the same as fucking a human.
Okay. Let's hear from him. His experience through the book of Schmim.
Before
Hi,
Schmim,
I'm Big Hal Dottie.
I was just a
You know,
Twitch streamer.
people ask me,
You
Big
know,
Hal,
we average
we've of course seen
700
all the
viewers a
countless ways
stream.
Schmim has had an impact
We played a
on
lot of
every
Rocket
soul
League.
it
We were
has
kind of just
touched.
mailing it in.
But what about
Fuck.
Fucking a pig feels the same as fucking a human.
All right, let's hear from Stefan now.
Before Schmim, I was just a Twitch streamer. We averaged 700 viewers a stream. We played a lot of Rocket League. We were kind of just mailing it in. After Schmim, we're up to 750 viewers a stream. And we don't play Rocket League anymore. We play other stuff. Thank you, Schmim. Bala.
So they, thing is, they do play Rocket League. So I don't even understand. That's kind of odd. Voila. They do kind of play. They do actually play Rocket League. So I don't understand. I don't really understand that. Oh, also, hold on. Stefan actually has another one. Stefan actually submitted 2. So hold on. Let's hear the other one.
You know, when I was first thinking of converting to Schmim, my biggest concern was, would I need to get circumcised? That's a big part of a lot of religions. I'm uncut. I have a foreskin on my penis, and I guess I was sort of concerned, will I have to remove my foreskin? And so I was asking all the Schmim people about this, and they reassured me, no, we're not going to touch your penis. We're not going to do anything to your penis. You can leave it as is. Or you could get circumcised if you wanted to, if it was like a medical thing or a cosmetic thing later on. But it has nothing to do with Schmim. And I kind of kept badgering them because I wasn't 100% sure. And it got to the point where they were like mad. They were like yelling at me. We're not going to do anything with your dick. Stop. We don't care about your dick. Just forget it. And I said, you really don't care about my foreskin, whether I have it or not. And again, they were like, legitimately, I think, pretty pissed off at this point because this had been going on for like an hour. And they asked me to leave at that point. And then I sort of converted to Schmim on my own without them. And I still have my foreskin, so voila.
All right. So, okay, so that one, I don't know who he was talking to. Because you need a foreskin to join Schmim. You need one. We're kind of the opposite. You have to have one. That's a rule. And if you don't, you got to regrow it. If you don't have one, you got to get. What if I'm a girl? Girls have it. I don't need to get into specifics. I don't need to go down that road, just explain all that. But, girls have it. Does Schmim offer foreskin regeneration? So here's the genius: is all you have to do is anybody with a door can regrow their foreskin. And this is one of those things where it's the wisdom from the mouths of babes comes the wisdom of gods, right? So the old thing, I got to get this tooth out. Here's something you don't understand. You actually have 4 additional inches of foreskin in your body. It's in there. It's inner foreskin. So all you got to do is get it out of there. So if you tie one end, you attach your foreskin one end of a tooth tooth floss. You attach the other end to the door. Slam the door. Boing. Full foreskin. Full total foreskin. So, but you promise? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why does it have to be? Why does it got to be foreskin? Why does it got to be tooth floss? It's just, whatever you got in the house. Whatever you got in the house, that's good. You got to keep the head of your penis in your belly button for 2 months. Now, I will ask, please, and thank you. Do not reveal Prime Dweem secrets to the Hogus in the chat. Please. This is part of this is the secretude of the entire thing. We can't be trusting those secrets. The belly button ritual is that's unbelievable that you would reveal that to a Hogus. Does he have fake teeth in? No.
Train.
Shut the fuck up. When I became Prime Dweem, I lost all my teeth. New ones shot into my mouth. New, perfect white teeth. Incredible. Perfect white teeth. Hold on. I'm actually seeing something. Hold on. Looks like Stefan has one more. Stefan has 3. Why did he send in 3? Hold on. What does the third testimonial say? Let me see. Hold on. Let's see.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Schmim saved my life. Oh, are those Pringles? Are those original Pringles? These are for me? Oh, thank you. Oh my god. You know, a lot of people don't like the original one, but there's just something to it. It's not really a chip, right? It's like potato pressings, but there's nothing better than just an original Pringle.
Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought there was going to be. I didn't understand it. And also, the person who said it's a really cool bit to keep having to adjust my speakers to be able to hear you, and then Stefan comes in and blows out my ears. That wouldn't happen to you if you were Prime Dweem. I'm just saying. That doesn't happen to Prime Dweem. It doesn't happen to Hairy Man. It doesn't happen to Red Man, okay? That's absolute hoggish mentality. Hoggish mentality. Oh, I'm suffering. Playing Twitch and surround sound. A lot of people watching this stream appears to be watching in a stream in a fucking hall of mirrors. But every mirror is a different fucking like TV and audio source where they have to mix it piece by piece. And for some reason that's my fucking problem. You know what you know what most people do when something loud happens on TV? They pick up the remote and they turn it down for 1 second. Or they have no reaction. Stupid dumbass. Stupid fuck. Where can I buy the survival buckets? We are currently out of stock on the survival buckets, but we are getting some more in stock on Thursday. So on Thursday, we are going to be having a survival drive for when the day of the Schmunt appears, because when the day of the Schmunt appears, there's going to be 72 out. It's going to be called the 72 Nightmares. The 72 Nightmares is what happens when the day of the Schmunt appears. You got to survive for 72 hours, and then something beautiful is going to happen to you. The Hairy Man appears, and he's going to choose a red man. A red man's going to change everything. You just got to survive 72 hours of nightmares. 72 nightmare? Yeah. How many nightmares is one strike? I don't know what. Can a girl be a red man? Schmunt does not see gender. Schmunt does not see gender. It sees pigs and dweem. In Schmunt, there is only, Schmim. Schmunt is the day, sorry. Schmunt is a different, anyway. There's a different word. It means it's a different thing. Confusing yourself? I'm just, what about the bra size thing? Let me explain. Anybody with small titties has no soul. Schmim does not discriminate. You have to have double D's or you're a human pig. Do you understand this? I've been explaining this for an hour. Been on this for an hour. What about you?
That hurts.
Okay. All right now. Okay. All right. That's enough. Where's your soul? It's right in my heart. 36 doubled is 72. 36 double D is the only way to save yourself. That's right. Ramble stream. What did you think this was going to be? Genuinely, I would like to genuinely ask you what you thought you were going to get when you turned on a Twitch stream. Turning on a fucking Twitch stream and then going in the chat typing, this guy seems to be talking a lot. You know, Summer Games Done Quick is happening right fucking now. That's a great stream to put on and mute. If that's what you want to do, then that's a great stream to fucking mute. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Let's hear another
Can
testimonial.
we get a $5 donation train going?
All right. Here's another one from.
My pig ass is getting fucked.
Okay. Now, this next one is from. Wow. Now, this is from. My producer put this together. And this is so wonderful to find out that he has achieved Prime Dweem. Because the last time I spoke to him, my friend Pat was only a 4-man. He was a 4-man, but it looks like he has been given.
Does anyone know where I can get some blow?
It looks like, and I'm looking at my producer's notes here, it looks like Pat has given 100% of his severance pay from Polygon.com to the Church of Schmim. That is so beautiful and will allow us to reach so many more people. And with that, he was able to achieve Prime Dweem. So let's see what has changed for him. Let's see. Come on. Okay, let's find out.
Before Schmim, I didn't know what numbers were. If you ask me to bring you 3 apples, I might bring you 1 apple. I might bring you 2 apples. I might bring you 3 apples, but there's a better chance I'd bring you 4 apples or 5 apples or 6 apples or 7 apples or 8 or 9 or 10. And then you'd be looking at them and you say, I said 3 apples, put 7 back. And I might take 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 8 or 9 or 7, sometimes 7. But the point is I didn't know how many apples to put back. Or, I might even take all of your apples, right, and leave you with 0 apples. But I didn't know, because to me that is the same as 3 apples. And it was really frustrating for my loved ones.
Okay. Oh, it looks like that one's done. Okay, that one's done. Okay, looks like that one's done. Okay. Thought there was more to that one. Like there was not more to that one.
Right
Okay.
now, I'm thinking about anal.
Now, there's some more questions I want to address that people have paid for. I appreciate. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Now, there are some issues with Stream Elements today. So the Stream Elements alerts are not going off. I have no idea what changed. I haven't changed anything since yesterday. I was working yesterday. Did you get shinier? I appear to be getting shinier by the moment. I appear to be getting shinier and shinier and shinier. This one's from Dasher, who says, my question is simple. Can you receive the blessing of Schmim if you're colorblind? You're not going to be colorblind. You're not going to be colorblind. But I guess colorblind people can't be pilots. So there must be. Maybe we don't want them. Because can't be if you can't. If they're not going to let you like drive a tank or something in the army, like, I don't. Okay, you know what? No, you can't. No, you can't be Dweemus. You're not Dweemus if you're colorblind. So sorry. Okay, but we worked that one out. That one I had to think about that one. What if you have asthma? Here's another thing. A lot of people are faking. A lot of people out there faking. So asthma is fake. That doesn't exist. Asthma doesn't exist at all. So that's not real.
Stefan's choice.
Okay, I don't know what that means. You paid $10 for that. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with Stefan's choice. Change your shirt? No, I'm not changing my fucking shirt. Shut the fuck up. Stefan's choice. Stefan's choice. Shut the fuck up. All right, this one is Dark Web paid for one. Let's see what Dark Web say. Does Dark Web have one? I can't seem to find. There it is. Okay. Almighty, please answer my plea. I am surrounded by dissidents. Their words slither like snakes, poisoning my very mind. They try to plant dance against you. They try to plant dance against. They try to plant dance against. They try. They try to plant dance, plant, dance. They try to plant, dance against you, lying about your truth, your one guiding light. Tell me, Great One, how do I silence them? How do I end the voices that speak out against you? Now, my instinct is to say a great and terrible fire, but that's just my instinct. That's my first go-to, first thought, is you can do a great and terrible fire situation. And perhaps trap them in a burning mansion. That would be one thing you could maybe do, is you can rent a mansion, invite them all over, and then reveal to them at the dinner that all the doors are locked. And then you start a great and terrible fire. That would be good. That'd be good. I would say.
Do not believe in SHMIM. It's all a lie.
No, shut
Their
the fuck
wife
up.
isn't even dead. They
You
are not
shut
reading
the
the
fuck
actual
up.
messages.
You shut
it's
the
horrible.
fuck up. My wife is dead. She was killed by a plane. She was killed by a plane. By a lie. She was killed by a plane, Hogus. Acting pigly in the chat. We got several piglies in the chat trying to undermine what Schmim has for them. Craves Hearted Beef Dishes, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. And we got a hymn, which I will reveal. It's an original hymn that I wrote about an important thing. An important thing that we have not discussed today about Schmim. If we hit that goal. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscription. Appreciate you. Thank you for the gifted sub to Medellin Senator. Ooh, that makes me so mad. Ooh, just thinking about him. Just thinking about the senator and how he's gotten involved in my wife's plane death. Oh, he's not even on the aviation committee. Oh, he's not even on the aviation committee, and yet he has all sorts of opinions about what happened to my wife. Okay. Maybe you don't know. Thanks for the gifted sub to False Prophet. If you're talking about Senator Davidson, yeah, he is a false prophet to his people. Do you think a white woman with a heart of gold should change the world? For a $10 donation, I'll answer that. Okay. Thank you for the $10 Spencer Benz, who says, what can Schmim do for my unemployment? So, when you turn to Schmim, even at the foreman or even Dr. Square level, money will fall into your lap. You won't need to look for work. You will do as God commands. You will act as God wills. We don't have God. God isn't. We do a different thing. So, what was I saying? We don't do the God. So what's it? You mean Shmunt? Shmunt is the day. Shmunt is the day that it is, when it's the end times. Anyway, I would say, so we talked about this briefly before. Everybody in Schmim, all Dweemas have what is called a tuba talent. Your tuba talent depends on your natural ability. The natural shape of your Dweemas informs what your tuba talent is. And part of the journey of Schmim is finding out your tuba talent. Your ability. Tuba talent equal tuba. That's not true. No, it's tuba talent's just what it's called. It's just called a tuba talent. And also people are spelling it wrong. It's Tooba, tuba talent. That's your natural ability. That's what you were put on this earth to do, is your tuba talent. And that is how you praise with living sacrifice. Bedeck the altar of the hairy man with living sacrifice with your tuba talent. Like play the tuba? Okay, so this is going to confuse you more. Because I can't say no. I can't say no, it's not playing the tuba. Because for some people, it is. for a very small amount of people, their tuba talent is playing the tuba. But most people, it's not playing the tuba. They really have just been saying bullshit for the past hour. Shut the fuck up. If you saw my notes, you would be shocked. If you saw the notes that I have, you would feel chills in your bones. If you knew how much of this I had already decided on in advance, you would lose your fucking mind. You wouldn't be able to believe it. Okay. Let's get another testimonial going. This one, I don't have notes on who this is. So which one is this? Okay, let's just see it.
Before Schmim, I had very little. I was very little. But now my cup runneth over. Schmim, Allah.
That was fucking scary. The fuck was that? I have no idea what that was. I don't know what the fuck that was. That was scary shit. No quality control. I don't know. I gotta talk to my producer. I don't know who the fuck that is. What level was it? That didn't seem like anything. I don't know what that was. Why was it just a guy standing? I don't know. He looked like he had like white hair or bandages or something. I really don't know. I don't understand what that was. So I'm just. Anyway, hold on. Let's get a real testimonial. Let's get a real one and one that's not like gonna fucking scare me. Okay. Oh, this is good. This is from our friend Jesse Farrar. Our friend Jesse Farrar is going to be on here. Where is it? Our friend Jesse Farrar. Okay. And I don't have a picture for Jesse Farrar. So we're going to use Justin's picture. And just imagine that it's Jesse Farrar. Okay. And this is from him. Let's find out his story in Schmim. Let's find out.
You know, Schmim, to me, it's almost hard to put into words, but you know, I'll tell you where I started. I started on one of these sites where you get your big boobs really soapy and you send, pics, videos, customs, whatever, to, whoever pay enough to do it. And, at a certain point, you're just looking at your big soapy boobs and you're going like, God, it's like, I can lather these things all the live long day, but at the end of it all, what do I have to pass down to my kids? I'm just going to be worm food. And at that point, it doesn't really matter whether your boobs were big or soapy. Some of the bubbles kind of popped in a fun way, and hell, I don't know. So I got real down in the dumps about it for a while. There were days where I didn't hardly soap my boobs up at all. Dry. I was going dry for a while, and I came across Schmim when I was replacement zippers for Hawaiian shirts or something. I don't know, but from that moment, I felt happier, luckier, and sexier. And now I'm prime dweem. Someday you can be too. Thanks, Schmim. When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Ship Week? I said, yeah, sure. You want me to put it in a bottle or what? When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Shimp Week? I said, yeah, sure, but I'm really more of a Larry fan. When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Shrek Week? I said, yeah, sure. Hey, your donkey costume looks good, by the way. When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Shim Week? I said, yeah, sure. You measure something wrong or what? When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Shame Week? I said, yeah, sure. You think you'll only need a week? When DBJ said, hey, can you do something? I said, hell no, get away from me, you freak. When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Shit Week? I said, yeah, sure. Hold out your hands. When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Smell Week? I said, I don't think so. When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Stim Week? I said, yeah, sure. Stimming and streaming. When DBJ said, hey, can you do something for Skim Week? I said, best I can do is 2%.
Okay, that looks like that. Okay. Wow. A remarkable tale of someone who came from nothing. Just some dumb hick. Just some dumb hick from Nowheresville. Coming through the gates of Schmim and leaving a prime dweeb. That is so beautiful. Wow. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Even through everything I've seen, just hearing it again, it's just, oh my God. The story just filled me up. Oh, it filled me up with such wonderful feelings. Oh, I'm feeling the Schmim. Oh, the Schmimises. Oh, and I can feel it, and it's becoming tingles in my fingertips. And the tingles are becoming warmth coming down my bones. And the warmth, oh, it's becoming shivers. It's going up my arms. Oh, it feels good. It feels so good. All right. Now we hit the goal. We hit the hymn. We hit the additional hymn. And actually, there's something I forgot to do the rest of the stream. I think we should do that too. Because the alert for multiple gifted subs was a different hymn that I haven't gotten to sing one time because the alerts are all broken. All the alerts are dang broken. So we'll sing that too. But before we do that, let's sing the hymn entitled Great Beautiful Gaucho. Now this is going more into what the hairy man looks like. What the hairy man looks like, and some ways that maybe we can allow ourselves to look more like and be more in the hairy man's image as we go forward and as we live this life. We want to be as much like the hairy man as possible so he could possibly choose us to be red man at the end of all things. In some ways. So we're going to be singing Great Beautiful Gaucho together. Okay, let's get started. Okay. And sing along if you know it. Okay. In the heat of his crotch, treasure lies wonderful, a perfect and wonderful form. He sits, his legs spread, you can see plain as day, his cucho larger than his worm. This is nutsack. It is good to have a cucho so large that your worm cannot even be seen. It's not gross. This is holy. Do whatever you can to make your gaucho real huge. Make it big and bred with homemade machines. As you want it to be bigger than your dick. Take a sucking machine. and it sucks way too hard. It should feel like it's sucking them off. Through the pain, you will smile. A prime queen you'll be soon. Your Guccio will be red like Rudolph. It is good to have a Guccio so large that your worm cannot even be seen. Do whatever you can to make your Guccio real huge. Make it big and red with homemade machines. I know, but the Rudolph thing, it makes sense. Though you wake in the morning, you know what I meant. And your gaucho has shrunk in the morning. Be not frightened or stray from the path. For a huge swollen gooch owes your daily duty. Take your balls and give them a whack. It is good to have a Guccio so large that your worm cannot even be seen. Do whatever you can to make your Guccio real huge. Make it big and red with homemade machines. Ouch. It's not a long song. It's been 3 minutes. So it's good to have a gout. It's not long. It's a regular fucking song. It's been, okay, let me count. Oh, sorry. I guess 3 minutes is a long song now. I guess 3 minutes is a long song now. Certainly that's a long song. Make it big and red with homemade machine. Zoomer moment. You know what's crazy? You know what's fucked up? You know what's insanely fucked up? What's unbelievably fucked up about all this? You know what people don't say? Because I heard a lot of this is going on a long time yesterday too during Dimension TV. You know what's interesting about when people say this is going on a long time? You know what people don't say that about? When fucking Ludwig is playing League of Legends for 7 hours. There's no one in his chat saying, oh, you're playing League of Legends. It's kind of going on a while. It's a long format fucking platform. That's the whole fucking idea of Twitch is it's going on for a long time. What are you, fucking dumb? Somebody's on hour 6 of playing Rocket League. You think people are in the chat typing, this is going on a while. It's a fucking Twitch stream. Yeah, it's going on a fucking while. Anyway, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. And in return, I'm going to sing the song that I'm supposed to sing every time I get gifted subscriptions, but I haven't been singing. Let's sing it. Okay. Okay. So it just starts. I got to get ready for it. Okay. This is called Pity for the Pigs. This is one of my favorite children's songs for Schmim True. This world is full of human pigs. In the pig shit they love to dig, but treat them not with cruelty. Have pity for the pigs. A human pig cannot achieve the dweema spot. They can believe they don't have souls, but they can feel pain. Have pity for the pigs. And that's one of the things I grew up with was that song. Stop playing the fuck. It's over now. Okay, we got other questions. Let me see. Clown from Batman donates $20, says, how do you override autopilot on a Cessna? It's actually really simple. Actually really simple. And it bozo could do it. It's one wire. It's one wire. You wonder what they even designed it around. It's one wire. You pull out the bottom panel and just snip, green wire. Suddenly, it's a whole different ball game. Schmim's taking control. Suddenly the autopilot's not as in control as Schmim is. So, very easy. So you just take it off, and I think it's not always green, but it's labeled, so it's fine. You just take off that bottom panel out the bottom of the thing, and, you just go for it. You just go for it. It's good, and you also want to bring a rug with you so that when you go on to the tarmac and you see someone, you can just throw the rug on top of you. And the rug maybe is patterned like the tarmac. You get covered up and you just don't move, and they think that you're part of the tarmac. So that's helpful. That's helpful. I'm sorry about your wife's death. She was a bitch. Thank you for the $10. Proud substitute teacher. She should have died. I'm glad she's dead. Good fucking luck. I hope I forget what you said, because otherwise you might be shit out of luck. Thanks for the 6 months of stubs. You think I need your $6? You think I need your $6 a month? Fucking hoggus? Piglet fuck? You gave that chatter 50 USD? Well, they did a good job. But they shouldn't talk like that. They shouldn't talk like that. You call them a slur? Hoggus is not a slur, it's a descriptive word. Jesse, did you see the hoggus picture? What? What, this? Yeah, that's your shape of your soul.
That's really interesting.
That's the shape of your soul. It was at least the third landed joke. I'll tell you what, Snork Bastard Gaming, you're gone too. Enjoy learning how to interact with the request unban feature. You're going to figure out how to use the moderation tools on Twitch in the next 20 minutes. Enjoy it. Come on now. Come on now. Let's get another testimonial. I think we got some space in our hearts for another testimonial. How about that? Okay, who haven't we had yet? Oh, we actually have more from Howell? I didn't even notice this. Hold on. Let's get Hal in here. Okay. Now, what does Hal have to say? Okay. Hal already said something. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Hal Doughty.
Oh my
God, you
God,
may know
it's
me
loud.
from my song about how I got my dick stuck in a soda bottle. I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me since I released that song to say they too have gotten their dick stuck in a Mexican Coke, and they feel ashamed because the Coke bottle is hanging out of their pants and they can't zip their pants up. And folks, I have been there. But let me tell you, when the truth of Schmim entered my body and mind, my dick completely inverted into myself like a turtle's head, and the bottle fell off onto the asphalt of the basketball court I was learning about Schmim on. And you know what? The soda was still carbonated because of how tight the seal was. So I want you to know, there's still some bubbly soda down there waiting for you, just like the truth of Schmim is waiting for you. Bala.
Huh. Well, we have in front of us, and thank you so much, Hal. Thank you so much, Hal. Oh, wait, we have one more from Hal? I didn't even realize. We actually have one more from Hal. Okay, let's see what he's got. Okay, one more testimony.
Hi, I'm Hal Doughty, and I follow the word and the way of Schmim. One of the reasons I like this religion so much is everybody in it is a wealthy, genius-level, elite celebrity with massive amounts of power and sway in society.
That's right.
So I was, of course, worried that they wouldn't let some lowbie loser like me in. But it turned out all I had to do was write down in my own handwriting that I was responsible for some actor's entire family disappearing several years ago. And now that they have that document on file, I'm free to walk the Schmim true path. And hey, I may not make it to Prime Dweem in this life, but they said if I do real good in the next life, I'll be eligible to meet certain requirements for something called Partner Plus. Bala, y'all!
Really funny. Really funny. Okay, let's see. We got some more questions that people have paid for guidance on. Okay. $20 from Cyber Arcanist says, I am here seeking guidance. I have often fantasized about and vividly described horrific acts of violence to some questionably talented individuals just because they were in front of a camera and it seemed fun. What can I do to redeem myself? Maybe walk into the fucking ocean. Maybe walk into the ocean. Or fill your life with other activities. Busy yourself. That would be my advice to you. Busy yourself so that you have other stuff to focus on. That would be my advice, is you come up with other stuff. Maybe you play fucking Animal Crossing or something. You could do that. Idle hands. Like masturbation. You know what? If it stops you being mean to me, if it stops you being mean to me, why? Yeah, obviously, just jack off. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever. Do whatever the fuck it is that you do. Here's another one from Proud Substitute Teacher. Will Schmim have any impact on my taxable income? So, as a Prime Dweemus, you do have to fill out Form 1087, which is, it's not taxable income because you're giving it to, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this without revealing the secrets of Prime Dweemus. Basically, you're going to have a living painting that's alive after you're dead. So all your money's going to the painting. So it's not taxable because it's going to the painting, and the painting's going to have everything. It'll have all the money. I'm Haugus, I hear secret, I hear it. You don't understand you don't understand the context of it, though. You don't understand. You don't understand, like, the context of it. Is this temperature night real shiny? I look good. I look fucking good. All right? I look good. Hold on. Let me see. I believe we might have yet another testimonial. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got a testimonial from one Libby Watson. Let's see. Now, this is Libby Watson's testimonial about her experience in Schmim. So let's see what her experience was. Let's find out. Okay. Stop the music now. Okay.
Bala, everyone. Just wanted to share a little thought about my time with Schmim. Before I Schmim, I was in a really bad place. I was broke. I was super ugly, and I was actually addicted to shucking corn at the Food Lion. I had quit my job so I could shuck more. I had loads of tiny paper cuts from shucking too fast, and I had corn silk under my nails all the time. But now that I have Schmim, I really just don't need any of that. I have this, like, internal wholeness that I never knew before.
And I hate to pause this. What do you... That's the Nazi zombies piano in the background? What do you mean that's the Nazi zombies piano in the... This is the Nazi zombies piano? What do you mean that's the Nazi zombies piano? What could you possibly... Hold on. I'm typing in Nazi zombies piano. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? This is not okay. Okay. Hold on. This is. I mean, we're taking a little bit of a detour. Hold on. Okay. What on fucking earth?
Okay, now things are getting epic.
Shut the fuck up. Stop playing that one. Okay. Ah! I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm freaking the... Okay, I'm freaking the... we're playing both at the same time. Kind of works. Okay. I'm sorry. That's such a fucking
la la la.
Hold on a sec. I want to try something. And we'll listen to Libby's in full. I'm so sorry to Libby. We got so distracted. Let me just see here something.
Before Schmim, I didn't
this
know
is the
what
fucking wrong. No.
numbers.
Hold on. I got it wrong. Okay.
Before Schmim, I didn't know what numbers were. If you ask me to bring you 3 apples, I might bring you 1 apple. I might bring you 2 apples. I might bring you 3 apples, but there's a better chance I'd bring you 4 apples or 5 apples or 6 apples or 7 apples or 8 or 9 or 10. And then you'd be looking at them and you say, I said 3 apples, put 7 back. And I might take 3 or 4 or 5 or 6
so
or
fucking stupid.
8 or 9 or 7, sometimes 7. But the point is I didn't know how many apples to put back. Or, I might even take all of your apples, right? And leave you with 0 apples.
This is so
but
scary.
I didn't know, because to me, that is the same as 3 apples.
This is him talking to me while I'm tied up.
And it was really frustrating for my loved ones.
Okay. Let's just fix this, all right? And let's listen to Libby's action.
Bala, everyone. Just wanted to share a little thought about my time with Schmim. Before I Schmim, I was in a really bad place. I was broke. I was super ugly, and I was actually addicted to shucking corn at the food line. I had quit my job so I could shuck more. I had loads of tiny paper cuts from shucking too fast, and I had corn silk under my nails all the time. But now that I have Schmim, I really just don't need any of that. I have this internal wholeness that I never knew before, and all the parts of me that felt hollow feel...
Road Associates, we have a shucker in the corn aisle. Shucker in the corn aisle.
Those hollow parts, they feel like full. Whole. They're heavy, almost juicy, like a ripe corn kernel. Anyway, I better go, but feel free to reach out to me if you want to know more about Schmim. My Instagram handle is @shuckmelikeahurricane. Bala!
Corn aisle is really funny. Can somebody, excuse me, can someone, I know this was all nuked, and this is maybe not as Schmim focused as other stuff is. Can somebody link me maybe to a recording of the, can I have some cherries? I just swallowed my cherry video. I know somebody has it. Somebody has the cherry video. And I need it for my own reasons. Here you go. Okay. Well, this is not what I was looking for. It looks like this is from Joey Paul's bot. Joey Paul's bot. Okay. There's a picture of Joey's world tour. Yeah. I would agree. That's hoggish behavior. I think that's very hoggish behavior. Did Trav get banned? He got banned for something. Oh, could you say a prayer for the struggling Baltimore Orioles? Let me see. What's this one?
All right, time to try the grape cherry.
No, this is not it either.
Coolicles.
No.
Now, a friend of mine told me.
No, this is no, that's not it either. That's the grape. That's a black cherry and grape Coolicles. That's what that is. What is this one? This is Cherry Poppin' Daddy Zoot Suit Riot. This is also not it. That's not it. No, you know what I'm talking about. The Trav, the 7 Trav 17. That's what I'm looking for. I don't even, what was I even, oh yeah. I need to give a prayer for the struggling Baltimore Orioles. Okay, let's get to it. Dear hairy man out there somewhere, looking for a red man, looking for someone to become the red man, the prime dweem. We pray that you go over and you cheer up the Orioles. As we know, the Baltimore Orioles are a joke team that isn't supposed to win. They only go on the field to make us laugh. To make us laugh and make us happy. Because they're doing a joke. Because they're doing some, like a sick joke. And we hope that they can make all of Maryland laugh. So please, if you could give the Orioles some good comedians, some good young talent. Maybe some folks from Dropout Studios could join the Orioles and they would make it really funny because their comedy is not just funny, it's endearing. It's not just funny, it's also nice. And isn't there something, there's nothing wrong with stuff being nice. Because it's nice. Zach Oyama in left field. Zach Oyama, the type of guy that your coworker loves. Zach Oyama, the type of guy that's like, this guy's so fucking random. Yeah, he is fucking random. Okay. He seems really fucking random. Dropout catching strays. I don't believe I would. If somebody's like, oh, what if you ever want to work at Dropout? I don't think they'd hire me, honestly. I think there's some stuff that I have done that is possibly completely disqualifying for Dropout. Like what? I would say maybe yesterday when I made my dad say Jamaican patois for 5 uninterrupted minutes without any cuts. I would say maybe that would be one thing, and that's just the first thing I thought of. They do that a lot on there. I don't believe that Dropout does a lot of Jamaican patois, possibly almost no Jamaican patois and almost no Nigerian pidgin. They have Comedy Bang Bang people on there, you're fine. Here's my question. How come Paul F. Tompkins don't do Ice-T no more? That was my favorite Paul F. Tompkins character. Ice-T from Law and Order SVU. Whatever happened to that character? Used to be, he was on every other month he would show up as Ice-T from Law and Order SVU. Man, that was funny. Man, that was funny. Paul F. Tompkins is on Dropout sometimes. They let Adam Conover be on there drunk while filming, and he said a very, very outdated slur. Okay, well, and this is not going to be the question you want me to ask about that. I'm about to ask a question, and it's not going to be the question you want me to ask. How outdated was it? Because if it was recently outdated, that's really bad. If it was you said very, very outdated. If it's from like 1820, there's a point at which, if you're using like Holy Roman Empire slurs, yeah, papist. If you're using like papist, that's not good. It was for people who are 1/8 black. What? 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 I know what that one is. I guess I've never, certainly don't say it in chat. I'm just going to say don't say it in chat. Because I don't want to hear it. But I'm like, I didn't know that existed. They got fractional slurs now?
That's really interesting.
It's not. I didn't know they got fractional slurs. I had no idea. Is that what papist means? Okay, all right, enough of that. Enough of this. All right? It's enough. Enough of this. Anyway, and this is a prayer for Adam Conover. All right. Adam Conover, I'm reaching out to you through the internet, through our platform, to reach out to you and say, I'm pretty sure that if it was like popular to strangle cats, you would do it. You know what I mean? Like if it was popular to post videos of yourself strangling animals, then that's what you'd be doing. I know you're not doing that now. You're doing leftist stuff or whatever. I think if it was popular to do the other stuff, you'd be doing that. If it was like, if everybody said you were a good person for strangling a goose, I'd see a video of you strangling a goose tomorrow. That's what I think. That's what I believe. Okay. You say, I think this is the last existing footage of the cherry video. Hi.
Cherry. Yeah, I'm eating a cherry.
That's this guy.
They're not that bad.
This is my own I can't be watching that. You didn't hear about the goose strangling league? Adam ruins everything. Is that talking about his own personality? I can't talk. I can't talk with these fucking teeth in. I can't talk with the fucking teeth in. Okay. Do we have any other questions? We do. Help, there are questions. I mean, there's a lot of questions in the Discord. I'm not going to be able to get to any of these. Let me just read some of them out, and let's try to, I'll tell you what. Let's do a rapid fire, because some of these questions I'm sure are very interesting in the Discord. So let's go do a rapid fire of the Discord questions, okay? All right. Please pray for my recurring pilonidal cyst. Not going to do that. Sounds gross. Okay. Seeking some Schmim wisdom today, my uncle got into a really nasty car accident to escape the pain, and to escape the pain that came with it, he got into hosting recreational bare-knuckle boxing tournaments for the local Magic the Gathering community in his foyer. He said, I can barely walk now. I want to see some nerds scrape their shit. The problem is I've been sleeping and working on my vessels there for about a year now. But it's his place, so I don't know what to do. I can't handle all the noise and the violence. Is there anything I can say to him to bring him to his senses, his morals, his family? Bala Schmim, Eric. Well, I would say, have you tried filling the home with some kind of calming gas? Because the thing, and this is what Schmim teaches us, is that a lot of people are good people. They just need to get slowed down. You know what? You know what I'm saying? They just need to get slower a little bit. They just need to get a little slower. So all you got to do is fill your uncle's house with gas that makes him a little slower. I'm watching a stream on 2x speed. I don't know how that works. Like mentally, just, slow him down. All you got to do is fill your uncle. Okay. Me when I'm watching Fresh Prince. Okay, this is the remover. I used to go to public places where people were doing stuff I didn't approve of or like, and I would go, haha, cool. And stand around with them until I could find one of them on their own and say, hey, man, can I bum a ride? Oh, okay. See, I don't understand what the question is. I don't really understand. Okay. This is one from Boy Problems. From 1987 to 1995, I embezzled $237,000 from Make-A-Wish. The statute of limitations is long since passed, and I am at no risk of prosecution, but my spirit is ill at ease. I am racked with guilt and burdened with this extraordinary sum of money. How can I make amends for this selfish act? I would say you got your bag. That would be my take on that. Schmim does not discriminate against people getting their bag. And also, here's another thing that we learned through Schmim, is that it's so hard to make a living now. Oh, nowhere's hiring. Do you know how hard it is to get a programming job right now? It's so hard to get a programming job right now. Oh my God. I might be unemployed for 2 more weeks. You know how hard that is? I might need to work and only make $60,000 a year for 6 months. So you should have stolen $237,000 from Make-A-Wish. I think you did the right thing. Congratulations and bala to thee. Thank you, Lord Gugu, who says, hello, O priest of Schmim. Not a priest. You can call me Jesse Dweem. We do not have titles in Schmim. Obviously, I'm a prime dweem, but I'm not a priest. Just a brother, that's all. I have in my possession a bag of 5 rare beans that when planted shall cause wealth to rain upon you and your believers as never before. Would you or your wise parishioners be interested in acquiring these beans? I'm entertaining all offers in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Robux. Hell, Schmim, True, Bala, Schmim. Yes, okay, get in my DMs. No, seriously, I want the beans. No, you fucks aren't getting the beans. You fucks are not getting a hold of those beans. I'm getting the fucking beans, okay? Don't you fucking talk. Don't talk to me, okay? I'm getting the beans. I don't want to hear a fucking word from you. You're all hogus. Every single one of you is hogus. Every single one of you is hogus who wants those beans before me. I'm getting the beans. So just shut the fuck up. This is from Buttery Gooch, who says, Dear Schmim, all my life, my balls have itched. I'm not even going to read the rest of it before I say, your balls need to be huger. Your gucho should be large enough that your worm is not visible from the outside. It should be completely so swollen and red that it swallowed your worm almost whole. And maybe there's a little bit of foreskin sticking out, but none of the worm itself should be sticking up. So I'm letting you know in advance, before I read the rest of this, you're probably doing it wrong. Your gucho should be enormous. It should be the biggest part of your body. You should go to the doctor and they weigh your gucho and they weigh your head and they say your head's less weightful than your gucho is. I'm just saying, your fingers are swelling. I mean, they're itching. Anyway, it has affected, my balls have itched. It has affected me on a daily basis on account of my balls constantly itching. Whenever I'm in public, I have to hide my face in shame because my balls are itching. People look at me and exclaim things like, ha ha, that's the guy with itchy balls. They also ask me rude questions such as, hey, ball itcher, itch any good balls lately? Can you give me some of your divine wisdom on how to make my balls not itch? Sincerely, man whose balls itch. Now, I hate to beat the old drum. If your balls were huge and painful, you wouldn't be able to itch them because they would hurt so much if they're huge and swollen and red. You wouldn't even be able to touch them. That's two birds in one basket. That solves it. Just be careful. What problems? Pray Schmim, for he has healed me from deviance. In 2017, I was lost, alone, and confused. I did not like myself or believe that anybody else could like me, that I had nothing to offer. So I looked for solace in sinful solo sexuality. I spilled my seed in a rubbly egg. The twister, the stepper, the clicker. I succumbed to the temptation of Tenga, and I am ashamed. But through Schmim's words, I have overcome. It has been 6 years since I last scrambled an egg. And whenever I feel the urge, I repeat, the only dozen a man needs is a baker's, and get myself bagels. Today I am full of carbs and get my satisfaction via slurping on hairy man off Grinder. Praise Schmim. Bala. Bala to thee. Now that is just a beautiful story. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Daddy of Schmim, I lost my foreskin. They took it from me, and I want it back. May Schmim Truist provide my lost member sleeve and return my millions of nerve endings back to me that were promised to me 3,000 years ago. Psychosexually, Herg. And again, you can just close your shit in the door and it'll pop back out. And also, if you don't have any doors or it's not working, you can get a friend of yours to punch you in the stomach hard enough, and if they hit you right on the mons pubis, your foreskin will shoot out from within you. So you got to get punched right in your mons pubis. You got an underhanded punch in your mons, foreskin's going to shoot right back out. Letting you know. It should make a kazoo noise when it happens. That would be funny. Pastor, I request advice. My coworker a couple cubicles down farts very loudly multiple times a day. I want to know why. Is it due to some medical issue? Perhaps it's in protest? I'm not asking this coworker up front at all. He's quite mean. And I'm afraid I'm the only one that's noticed because no one talks about it. Thank you, Pastor Bala Schmim. Schmim's going to kill all of the people you don't like. So you just need to start emitting that energy into the world. Just start pumping it out into the world, that energy. Okay, let's take a little bit of a break from that because I believe we have one more testimonial. I believe we got one more testimonial going on now. So let's check out. Let me see what I got. Okay. Oh, we got more than one. In fact, we got two. Now, how wonderful is that? So we got two. The first one is from my friend, Tom Walker. Tom Walker is a recent convert, but he has blown up the dweem path, and he went from Hoggus to prime dweem in 6 months. And, I mean, that's just incredible. That's just unbelievable that he was able to do that, but you can do that, too, if you're really dedicated. Okay, let's give him a shot.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll to him, and let's see what Tom Walker has to say about his path through Schmim. Let's see.
Before Schmim, I got my kicks by generating AI images of what it'd look like if my mother was pregnant with an adult me. I'd see me bulging out of her, feet on one side, head on the other, like in a cartoon when a boa constrictor swallows an explorer, and you can see the outline of the pith helmet through the snake's skin. Although in this case, my mother's belly was also tinted slightly by an erection that I had. But now, well, now things are different, and I've learned how to draw that image. Schmim true. Bala.
Oh, my teeth fucking hurt so bad. Oh, my teeth. Oh. Oh, my teeth fucking hurt so bad. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I'm going to go on BRB 1 sec because there is a part of these. Hold on. There's a part of these. I can't fucking do the voice without them in. Is that real? Hold on. I can do the voice. Now, there's a part of these. Can I not do the voice without them in? I truly don't know how. There's a part of these that's. Now, there's a part of. I can't do the voice without them in. That's so fucking crazy. Okay, let's go to BRB. I'll be right back. I gotta fix my veneers. Also, let me point out who everybody is here, okay? From left to right, it is Prince, Gary Busey, Pogo the Clown, Larry King, and Danny Aiello. And then on the Tree of Woe is Quigley. Quigley is crucified on the Tree of Woe. From Conan. From Conan the Barbarian. Dimension remote in a box. For God only. Okay, I think I got it fixed. And people asking what the song is. The song is. I don't know if it's called anything. I think it's just called "Stand on the Word" remix. And it's by The Remover, who made it as the Schmim theme for this week. So give it up for The Remover, who made an incredible theme for this week. Unbelievable. And people asking what the lyrics are. It's that's how the good Lord works. That's how it goes. Okay. 1 sec, we'll be right back. Hold on. At it. Welcome back. Just had to fix my teeth. 1 sec. Just had to fix my teeth. There was a small part of the veneers that was cutting into my lip, and I just realized, and I put my tongue up there, and there is fully a cut on the inside of my upper lip, and it tastes like blood. Ew, boil it. Let me explain to you how these veneers work, okay? I had to boil them. Over the weekend, you know what I was doing over the weekend? I was standing over a pot of boiling water with a mold and glue in it, dipping. I had a big fucking soup spoon with a mold and veneer glue in the fucking soup spoon, and I was dipping it so scared into the boiling water so that it would melt and I could fit it to my teeth and get the fit right. And by the way, one of my favorite pots that I used to do this, it's now fucked. It's forever fucked because it's covered in veneer glue now. Now it's covered in glue. I don't know how I'm supposed to get the fucking... How do you get veneer glue off of a pot? And you're like famously scared of boiling water, right? I don't even understand what the joke is. I'm not famously scared of boiling water. It's so much easier. When these are in, it's so much easier to talk in this voice. If I talk with my normal voice, I don't think I could do it. The veneers do it to me. They make me talk in this voice. And I can't talk in this voice without the veneers in. It's a slight lisp. Are they permanent? No, they're not. I can take them out right now, but you'd see a bunch of spit. It'd be really gross. It'd be disgusting. They change your personality like the mask. I do think I have been on one today, huh? I don't know what I had planned for today. I guess I had a lot planned. But what today has ended up being is basically 2 hours of an episode. I'm just kind of having an episode for 2 hours. They make you mean. Ban 2 chatters. Now, I would say those two things are not connected to each other. I would say those two things are more connected to those two people for some reason deciding it would be funny in chat to say, none of this is funny and the stream fucking sucks. Here you go. What do you think, DBJ? How would you say, Jesse Dweem? How would you react to that? Is a side effect of nickel poisoning crossing a bunch of names off the podcast guest list? Now, I have not been doing that. I've been busy. Some of this is funny and the stream is pretty good. You know, I don't know what you thought was going to happen. Did you think I would like that one? Based on your experience of having seen me ban other people today, did you think that I was going to see that and be like, oh, well, that one's funny? That one's fucking funny? Huh. I fucking wonder. See you in 30 minutes. Okay. Sorry, here's the unbanned request from Debaddest Eunuch. I'm schmari and have double D's. Like, seriously, they're big and natural. Here are some pros and cons about me to form your decision to unban me. Pros: has all wisdom teeth growing in, subbed for 6 months today, 1/2 a king's decree. Gave you $25 for hitting penis in truck, which is a lot for me. Oh, bitch. Gave... Okay. Love too hard, thanks. Okay. Yeah, you're unbanned. That's fine. Okay, you're unbanned. That's fine. Don't do it again. Be nice. Be nice. I appreciate the support that you have given to the stream, but also that is not... Listen, I want to say this to everybody. Real support is supporting someone all the way through. Okay. I'm going to tell you the story about how... Maybe you'll learn from this. I'm going to tell you a story about how Schmim got invented, okay? And maybe this will tell you something about it. In 2017, there's a man. Well, I guess he calls himself a man. Some of us would call him a prophet, you know, but all prophets are man. And he went by the name, well, it's common a name as any, Keemstar. And he was just about to marry a beautiful woman that was the exact same age as his daughter. Exactly the same age as his daughter. And at that moment, and he was depressed still. How do I break out of this depression? How do I break out of this depression? So he went to see a shaman. He went to see a shaman. And the shaman says, the shaman looked at Keemstar and, you know, he said, smoke this. Now that's his voice. I'm not the white guy. That was his voice. And he gave him a handful of magic mushrooms. Handful of magic mushrooms. Keemstar took them. And you know what Keemstar realized on that mushroom trip? You gotta stop. I don't gotta do shit. I gotta piss. That's what I gotta do. I gotta piss, I gotta fuck, and I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna sleep so soundly. I'm gonna sleep so soundly. And these are his exact words. The verbatim words of the text I will read to thee.
I need to use the turlet.
No, he didn't say that. After Keemstar started tripping balls, he said to his friend, the shaman, who had come down from Joshua Tree, oh my God. It's all bullshit. I just realized it's all bullshit. The shaman looked upon him and said, what? And Keemstar said, it's all bullshit. Ha 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 ha. I just realized this whole thing is bullshit. All that stuff I cared about, I don't care about it now, because it's all stupid. And that night he wrote the entirety of the book of Schmim. And on that rock, we have built our home. We have built our home on those foundations. And we bring each other together. And I think that's beautiful. Does he paint the soul trap paintings? Yeah, it's Keemstar is painting Keemstar makes the paintings that trap your spirit. That's not, okay, I just want to make clear, hold on. Actually, this is a good time for this, because we need to do the part of the service that is just for Prime Dweem. All services are open to August through Prime Dweem, but because of the secrets of the upper levels of Schmim, the certain part of the service can only be seen by Prime Dweem because there's a bunch of secrets. So this is an official command to all August to turn off the stream because secrets are about to be revealed. So we are now transitioning into the forbidden zone that only Prime Dweem, people who have achieved the status of Prime Dweem and Schmim, only they can appreciate what we are about to, only they can hear it. It's secret to everybody else. Turn it off or be damned ever, okay? And we're going this, and I'm giving you time, okay? So take your time and we're moving to it, okay? And it's not for my sake that I'm warning you. If you listen to this and you're a Hogus, something bad's gonna happen to you. Something bad's gonna happen to you. It could kill you. It could kill you. So you gotta just be careful, okay? All right. That's enough. Okay, we ready? Okay. All the Hogus are gone. I speak to you, my Prime Dweem, my Dweemist brethren. We know the truth. Though it fills us with fear, we know the truth, but it will lead us to life everlasting. The question of aliens, extraterrestrial life elsewhere in the galaxy, has been answered. Keemstar has seen it. Humanity was born when the Venusians typed into Grok, "Hey Grok"? What if a bunch of guys were cute and cuddled together, but then sometimes got mad? And Grok generated us. Though we can't take... Many people can't take this truth. We are a Grok generation. We exist within the chatbot. That's where we live. We're inside the chatbot. But the thing is, because we're in the chatbot, we can't die. We will escape. That's what the red man's for. When the hairy man comes down and appoints the red man, he's going to get out of the chatbot. And he'll be real. He's going to slaughter
Right now,
the Venusian.
I'm thinking about anal.
There's a hoggish watcher. Fucking hog. I know there's a fucking hoggish watcher. Now I know there's a fucking hoggish watcher. Misa no like the hog it. Some of you in chat said, "Hey Grok, make this guy talk like Jar Jar Binks." Don't do that. That works. Don't do that. Misa no like the hoggies. Misa think red man gonna come soon. Let's get back. Okay. And welcome back to all of our hogs. Thank you for waiting. Sorry, I just had to talk to everybody just for 1 second. For 1 second, I had to talk to y'all. Muted? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. Where were we? Oh, hold on. I think I have other stuff to read. Yeah, I do. Okay. So dark web. I need to read dark webs. And this will bring us about to the end, I believe. There's a bunch in here. Dark web says, "Help, I set fire to a mansion with all the doubters inside, but the police showed up and are doubting my alibi about my excuse of my gout meant it was too painful to walk inside, and that's why I wasn't in there eating the trout. I'm trying not to pout, but how do I stop the doubt from my accusers about my whereabouts?" I would scream and shout. And say, "Get out of here, you lout." And punch them in the mouth. Especially if they're a dirty kraut. Yeah, mouth. You know, you talk with your lips and your lips are on your mouth. Lips are on your mouth. Okay, Tal says, Tal says, "Bala Shmim, similar to others in congregation, I was raised Catholic, but also the priest who gave me my first communion turned out to have a secret male lover he communicated with through Telegram. So the warm light of Schmim felt very right for me. Speaking of lovers, dating in my city is pretty wacky. But I'm having a tough time finding a nice partner, even though I'm pansexual and whatnot." Really funny to be like, "Oh, I can't find anyone. Maybe if I'm pansexual, it'll work. Oh, I'm not meeting anyone. What if I was gay? I guess I'll choose to be gay now and see what happens." I'm wondering if Schmim has a weird sex cult component that's consensual. So maybe I can meet people. Or is that not really part of the deal? Is there perhaps a group I could join to help achieve a particular dozen? Some thoughts I've been having. Okay, yeah, I would say there's like a weird... I mean, I haven't really talked about it too much, but there's definitely a lot of weird sex stuff that we haven't really gotten to today. Would anybody believe me? What if I told you right now that there's like 5 things I didn't even get to?
My pig ass is getting fucked.
I've been talking for, what? 2.5 hours? Been talking for 2.5 hours and I haven't gotten to some stuff? That's a lot of things. We're going to be streaming tomorrow and Thursday, so we'll get to them. Anyway, I would say maybe try getting gayer. I would say if you're gayer, then that will broaden it even further, and you're just basically not gay enough to get ass. If you're gay enough, ass will come. Okay, I shouldn't have said it like that. Shouldn't have said ass will come. Okay. This one says, Schmim made my dick tiny, and then it made it huge, and then tiny. Okay. I think you're just getting hard. Pretty sure you're just getting hard. That's what you get for talking like JF. On the pod, I recorded a YKS this morning on Your Kickstarter Sucks that I recorded with Jesse Farrar. At one point, Jesse Farrar said, she's getting her brains fucked out. And it felt like somebody had splashed me with cold water. It felt like I was doing the ice bucket challenge when I heard him say that. I was mortifying. I was horrifying. I say this with excitement. Is tomorrow more of this? Tomorrow we're gonna be doing the morality play. The morality play with a special guest. A very special guest who has some very special new age health tips for people who are upset with, all this medical stuff. It's just not working. You're still in pain.
Hype train.
You're still in pain. So we're going to be watching it with her. And we're going to be going through some morality plays. We're going to see who wins. Who wins between Schmim faithful and some of the dastardly vilenesses that keep us up at night. That keep us all clustered up and in pain. It's not Luke. It's slow puke. It's not Luke. We're going to be playing WWE 2K24 with like 60 new characters. It's not Luke, it's puke. All of my friends rhyme. All right now. Splinkerbell said, Splinkerbell gave twice. I'm not sure why. Okay. I'll read a couple other ones. I'll read a couple other ones just because this got donated twice. Schmim, hear my prayer, and Father, please give me salvation. I am a 38-year-old software developer currently employed by Northrop Grumman to code the customer support portal, but I want to be able to follow my true passion, my YouTube channel, where I upload compilations of funniest moments of my favorite shows on Dropout for an audience of hundreds, thousands if the compilation is focused on Brennan. How can I follow my passion while still remaining true to the words of Schmim? I would say that it's incredible that this was posted fully 90 minutes before I said the thing about Dropout today. So far before I mentioned Dropout at all, this was mentioned. Here's what I would say. I would say, if you're a big fan of Dropout, what you need to do is maybe just watch, like, you know what would be good for you? Watch, like, Jackass. Watch the 4 Jackass movies, because if you're a big fan of Dropout, here's what's going to happen. You're going to turn on Jackass, and you're almost going to throw up seeing the way they act and how they treat each other. You're going to throw up, and you're going to, like a salted slug, you're going to try to run away. And you need to watch the Jackass movies until you're normal. You need to watch the Jackass movies until you act right. What the fuck is Dropout? How do people not know what Dropout is? It's the most popular improv. I can't think of a nice way to say it. When I say it's improv, it's like so mean. Bala Schmim, praise the hairy man. Almighty Father of Schmim, please grant my pig ass a humble healing prayer. I swallowed a fly. And then in order to deal with the fly, I swallowed a spider. However, having swallowed a spider, I decided to swallow a bird to eat the spider. But to get rid of the bird, I swallowed a cat. And then I had to swallow a dog to fix the cat problem. But an issue arose with the dog. So I swallowed a goat to rid myself of it. And, oh boy, to stop the goat, I swallowed a cow. I'm looking at one of my horses in my stable right now and licking my lips. Now, I added the licking my lips thing. But I'm thinking it might fix the rapidly worsening cow problem in my stomach. Oh, Father Schmim, please pray for my health. Okay, so this problem will fix itself. You don't need to eat the horse. If you're eating right, proper Schmim diet, you should not be eating any animals. You should not be eating any animals. We haven't talked about this all day. The Schmim diet is, and this is very important, 1 bowl of hot water every hour. That is all you should be eating. Bowl of hot water, 1 an hour. That's it. You cannot be putting other stuff in you. You cannot. You've missed 2 hot bowls. I do it for thee. I do it for thee. So you got to eat a hot bowl. Can I put it in a mug? No, that doesn't. No. No, you got to drink a big bowl of hot water. Boiling water, it should hurt. It should be so hot that it's, oh, I don't want to drink this. It shouldn't be boiling. Because then it's steam. Then it's not water. Coconut water okay? No. For lore purposes, is this important? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and say that's the main thing about Schmim now. Let's go ahead and say that's one of the top 5 most important things about Schmim is a hot water thing. You drink a big bowl of hot water once an hour, and you eat no water. For real, though, when people hit their, 60s, 70s, they seem to love having a cup of hot water. One time in college, I was at a Chili's with a group of friends that was maybe 10 to 12 people, all over a big table at Chili's. I loved doing this when I was in college, going to Chili's. A girl who sat next to me, I didn't know her that well. She was a friend of a friend. I knew her a little. I didn't know her that well. She ordered a cup of hot water to have with her sizzling fajita. After that night, that friendship was over because I spent the next 3 hours, I'm not kidding, 3 hours talking about it. I would not stop talking about the cup of hot water. For some reason, I couldn't get over it. I kept talking about it. She did not like that. She did not like that at all, that I was continuing to talk about it. At a certain point, I thought we were doing a bit. Turned out she was not doing a bit. She really didn't like it. She was like, it's just what I like. Asshole man, listen, that's the kind of guy I was when I was 19, 20. That's just the kind of guy I was. You were a sitcom character? Yeah. There's an inflection point where I could have become like Larry David if I just never learned any lessons. I would have just kept being this way. Luke says, I'd never do something like that. Luke, what if I told you you've done something like that to me? If I racked my brain, I bet I could think of an incidence of it in the last 2 weeks. It doesn't come to mind now, I'm sure, but I think that's because I'm not used to it. If I thought about it closely, I'm sure I could come up with one in the last 2 weeks. Name 3 times he did that. That would be like saying, name 3 molecules of air you've breathed. It's like, naming it almost isn't the point. Naming it is like, you don't understand what you're asking. Phone number, wallet, Buffalo Wild Wings. Wait, is Luke Haugus? Luke is a human pig. Now, this is something I know very closely about Luke, is that, and this is an example of human pig does not mean a bad person. Human pig is not a bad person. Let me just thank Video Games 420. I just noticed this 34 minutes ago, gave a gifted sub to Racism Gaming. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So Luke is an example of you can be a human pig and be a good guy. You just don't have a soul, so you can't become prime dweem. So you're going to die one day and you aren't going to be part of the living painting that is alive after your death. Are all of Abraham's sons human pigs? This stream was supposed to be 2 hours long. Can I tell you what? I don't know what happened to me today. I don't know what happened to me today. I calling a Jewish guy a human pig. Luke, I've been saying human pig for 3 hours. Okay? You saying that is like you walking into the batting cages and walking in front of someone and saying, "Oh, you hit me." No, dude, you walked into the fucking batting cages. That's on you. Hoggish behavior. Hoggish behavior. Is there cosmic you-know-what in the afterlife? Pussy? Shouldn't have made that face. Pussy? Yeah, there's cosmic pussy. Yeah. This stream was supposed to be 2 hours long. I don't know what the fuck happened to me when I went live. I just sort of entered a flow state that I've been in for over 2.5 hours. I don't know what I don't know. I don't have any idea. Anyway. Tomorrow, I want to put an end to this. I'm putting an end to this. The veneers are giving DBJ the same psychosis Jim Carrey got from the Grinch makeup. You got distracted and then you thought you could get back into the pre-planned bits and instead you kept getting distracted? I don't think so. I think I got through. Oh, wait, we have one more testimonial. I just realized we got one more testimonial, actually, that we got queued up. Okay. Let's look at this last one. Okay, and this is the last one that we got of somebody who has achieved prime dwim, and let's hear from them.
Yeah, before Schmim, I don't know who I am or what I do. I was floating through life like basketball, floating on some bubbles or something. I was addicted to pussy and horse races. I was also super bigoted towards Armenian people, but because of Schmim, I am totally new person now. Been sailing the Arctic Ocean for 175 days now. I've seen the true spirit of Schmim beneath the waves. It came to me in the form of a big fish that looked like a super fucking sexy naked woman. But not like something bullshit like a mermaid, just super sexy fish. I wanted to have sex with the fish, but I ran out of fresh water 2 weeks ago and my semen is too viscous now. But I believe Schmim will protect me. Schmim true.
Wow. That's incredible. Wow. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Bala. Bala. Bro is literally shooting rope. It is good to have, ideally, as a Schmim true, when you shoot your load, it should be perfectly lemon yellow. Let's give one last goodbye prayer. This is the hairy man's prayer. Let's give it one more. And just say goodbye. Say goodbye with one more, okay? And let me just say, tomorrow we're going to be back with more praise. We didn't get to. I'm realizing. Is this possible? Is it possible? We didn't. Hold on, I got to change this. We didn't watch. We didn't watch one single video today. This was supposed to be mainly what we were doing today. What was I doing for 3 hours? So, you are not going to remember anything about the stream? I'm trying to think about it now, and I can't remember anything. I'm trying to remember something now that I did 5 minutes ago. I can't think about it. I can't remember it. Let's give one final goodbye prayer. Final goodbye prayer. This is a prayer for the hairy man. Let's see. August, Mr. Triangle, Dr. Square, Climb, 4-man, 5 dweem, Dweemus Prime. I give my life to Schmim's hand, to be worthy of the hairy man. And when the day of Schmunta arrive, when the day of Schmunta arrives, hairy man, red man makes alive. I say goodbye to my past life. I say goodbye to my ex-wife. Schmim, Bala, I sacrifice my living will to Schmim's eyes. And you remember that it's living sacrifice that we give to the hairy man. Every moment, all the work at what you do with your hands, your arms, your legs, your feet, your mouth, your tongue, everything you do is living sacrifice, given in praise of that Schmimus which fills us. I thank you all for being here today. I thank you all for sharing in this Schmim with us. And I will see you very, very soon. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow for day 3 of Schmim week. Day 3 of Schmim week. The passion of the Schmim. It begins tomorrow.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Stream's just starting. Thank you so much. And we will see you soon. Bye, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. To all my dweemers. All my dweems out there, my hoggers out there. All the human pigs. I love you. All my best friends. And through you, I have found my tuba talent. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Fare thee well. Hairy man, I'll be in my arms soon. I will be the red man. Hairy man, where are you? The day of the rock and roll.
Wow.